Dun, 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 and we're live. I need to really work on a little opening theme music or something for store reviews because it's just boring. Just like, and we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to store review number 11. Tonight, it is Roy and Rhonda. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome, Jay. How about yourself?
I am dandy. There's everybody in the chat. Hi, everybody.
Excited to be here.
I'm dandy because it's 81. I just talked to my mom. A, they're getting 6 inches of snow right now. B, their furnace broke and won't be fixed till Tuesday.
No.
Oh.
Every window in both our houses and every ceiling fan is on and sleeves are off. Don't need those anymore because it's 81 degrees today. So
we're a very pleasant low 60s today.
All right, so early cocktail for those of us on the West Coast. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woohoo. All right, so for those of you who tuned in now, if someone will remind me, I'll let you know. I'll let you know a little secret. I had a sale I don't want to share with the public just yet, but I'll share with you guys. So if someone reminds me right at the end of this, I'll share it with you. All right, so here is your store. Oops, I don't have my notes up. Let me get my notes. At first glance, I said to Stacy, I said, uh-oh, their store looks too good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything. And I could see that you guys pay attention on how you take your pictures, on the things you store, and how you title them. And but then a little digging, you can always find stuff. So here's your store. What I would recommend is if you don't have original artwork for your store, steal something from the internet. I'm sorry, borrow something from the internet, you know, okay. Or like Nadine makes store logos and stuff, or make your own if you have that talent. Throw in a little something, you know, it doesn't really do much, but it just, if anyone ever just goes to your store this way, it'd be more memorable than just the blue block. Okay. All right, so first thing up is this swanky new Devil's Reef mug from Monk Tiki. And the only thing, and this is kind of, not necessarily the word nitpicky is right, but it's because it's from Devil's Reef specifically, I would lead with Devil's Reef.
Okay.
So Monk Tiki, if it was just a straight up Monk Tiki mug from them and not from someplace, but anytime it's from a specific location, I would absolutely lead with that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I take it that's for the search, for people searching, that they're more likely to search from Devil's Reef versus this Monk Tiki.
Yep.
Is that the okay?
Yeah. And I'm going to do a bonus live.
Really?
I'm going to do a bonus live unboxing. Is that what's in here?
Why don't you open it up and have a surprise?
I didn't pack it. I don't.
Yeah, so broken, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a box sitting around for about a week now, and so I'm like, oh, I can give you that mug. So you guys all get a bonus live Tiki mug unboxing.
Okay.
All right. So I will say I did notice a little crinkled in the bottom. I think this box has been used before. Yeah.
I don't recall, to be honest with you, Jason. I have to see the box.
All right. Well, here I'm showing you. Just kidding.
Yes, that box was used previously.
Probably.
It's nice and thick, but yeah, once it starts to get crushed, you want to retire those. Woohoo! All right, so that's how it looks inside. Peanuts all the way around and hovering in the middle. Uh-oh. I got to remember, I have no one to clean up my peanut mess because my assistant doesn't work in the office right now.
Yeah. I don't hear any jingling, so.
Well, don't let Atocha eat them because our box are like.
He's pretty good at it. We had a little black girl named Roxy who was a runt. She weighed like 11 pounds when we adopted her. And she thought they were treats. And she was like a real kid because, of course, you would hear the crunch. And then you would go, Roxy! And then she would do this. Pretending like she wasn't eating it, she'd go, put it out and look around like, not me.
Yeah. Our box are just
that's a little meatier than I thought it was, a little bigger.
Oh yeah, they really are, and they're big.
Yeah.
Nice mug.
Thanks, guys. That's awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That is awesome. All right. So this is my oops. Okay, this is my first foray into. I'm very confused. What is up with your love of generic economy shipping?
Because it is a business policy that we set up, and we just keep using it, and then that way it gives us the freedom to ship it however we want.
But here's where it's hurting you. You are going to be the bottom of every list when people search for this. So if there's 10 people selling this mug, you will be on the bottom every time, unless someone else uses economy shipping. Because you're going to ship that priority. There is no economy to ship this. That's better than priority. So you're going to be shipping at priority anyway. So you're doing yourself and your business a disservice by using economy shipping throughout most of your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's that. Whoops. Okay. I think the taller ones are a standard size, but you have no measurements in here.
Oh, okay.
And you had measurements on the mug, which, yeah, is fine. But I'm like, that's weird that they did measurements on the mug, but no measurements on their TV stands.
So this is a slightly older listing. So we actually have learned and adjusted the way that we list over time. So now it's time to go back and revamp some of those other ones. I've been doing that with some of the shirts too.
Now this one, I ain't hating on you for economy shipping, because this one's gonna be different. Things that you can just hold in your hand. You're never gonna use anything economy. It's always gonna be priority or first class. This is different, because if this goes to, let's say, Seattle, you'll probably be able to ship it priority, no problem. If this goes to Augusta, Maine, you are for sure doing like FedEx Home or something. So that on the bigger pieces that are going to be a little bit more cumbersome. Yeah, absolutely. And at first I wasn't sure if I liked this picture. And I'm like, well, they're the only ones who did their picture like this with their foursome. And so if you're just kind of looking at them generically, like you're just like, oh, I'm going to look at Caldeck TV trays, yours will definitely stand out. So I learned to enjoy this picture.
Yeah, it was hard to come up with a different way to take pictures of square TV trays.
Well, you did. And so I got to appreciate even more when I looked at other ones to compare, because I'm like, all right, do other people use the measurements? And yeah, everyone else had. So
yeah, we'll definitely get those in there.
All right.
Sorry about that. We had a package dropped off.
Not quite all right. Okay, this is the rare time when the close-up is way too close. I didn't realize this was a kit, and you even realize it even less when you're looking through. Go away. When you're looking through here, because here's the ones that people have built already. If you're just scanning, where is yours? Where is yours?
We're economy shipping, so apparently we're at the bottom.
Yeah, but it's weird. You're not in the. How in the world did this page change since I set it up? All right, hold on. Let's start again.
Somebody probably added something to it and pushed us.
Oh, you're right there. So if you just look, you can't even tell that's a kit. See how it just cruises on by?
Okay.
So this is that rare time when it's too close. Yeah, definitely want to back this up. And I would actually try this on a black background. It might pop a little more.
Okay, we got that.
Yeah, because like 2/3 of the box is a light gray, and then half of the boat is white between the sails and the bottom half of the boat. So with a good light on a black background, and you'll stand out amongst everyone else, finished or not.
Okay.
Or shocking blue like this one, because that caught my eye.
We have a red also.
All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's the kit. Yeah. And of course your title does say kit, but when people are scrolling through, and look, we all know people don't read. Just before we went live, I was telling Roy and Rhonda, I got a return today from Amazon, and the guy said, I ordered the 2008 version. You sent me the 1987 version. So I went back and looked at the page that he bought from, and he bought the 1987 version. So I sent him exactly what he bought. But do people read? Nope. So they might just see your picture and go, oh, I'll buy that one. And then when they get the kit, they'll be like, what the shit is this? I don't want to build it. I just wanted a done one.
I don't want to ship it built. So
yeah.
Oh, right. That was hard.
So what was hard about it?
We have one mannequin currently, and our mannequin is a torso. It's more like a dress mannequin. So it's got the torso, and then it's got no sleeves, and it's probably about a man's size large, maybe an extra large size. And this is a 4X shirt.
Right. So I hadn't even thought about that, but here's what I did. And I can put some pictures in the Secret Beach. I took a pretty hefty, like suit hanger, kind of that can hold up to a little bit of weight.
Okay.
Cut a big piece of pool noodle and put it over it. And so I use that for my bigger sizes, my 4X, my 5X.
Ooh, okay.
Because it'll take the arms out. And actually, we have it too long. I got to cut it down a smidge. But it'll take the arms out and it'll give you a nice hang. And so instead of trying to put a 4X on a large mannequin, which I totally understand, you can't have all the sizes. When you get to the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, you got that one hanger with a big arms, big shoulder, so to speak. Looks pretty good.
All right.
Secondly, this is a weird one because this truly isn't big and tall. And so you have it in both the title and your item specific. So big and tall will have a B or a T. You don't have either of those. This is just what we're going to call a regular 4XL, which is weird to say, but a 4XLT, a 4XLB, and a 4XL are all 3 different sizes.
Okay.
So 4XL, although a very large man, we all know, we realize that, but it isn't truly big or tall. Like I was just looking at a t-shirt that Stacy sent me a link to. It's a brand I love. They do have a big and tall line, but on this specific shirt, they only want the regular sizes, but they do go up to 3X. That 3X isn't big and tall. It's just a regular 3X.
Okay.
Because here's what's going to happen. That big 4X is actually wider than what your shirt is. And so someone's going to read this big 4X right here. And someone who is a big 4X is going to be unhappy when they get your shirt.
Got it.
Even though it's got measurements, because people don't read.
Right. Because also, look, I wear 2XLT in Tommy Bahamas. I just order it. I don't have to even look at measurements because it's always the same. Okay. Is this a current listing or an older listing?
This is a current listing.
Okay. So one thing that Google has said is they don't like the bullet points.
Oh.
Okay.
You still want to write it that way, just don't have the bullet points. You want the quick and dirty.
Okay. That's easy.
Just no bullet
points.
That's easy to fix.
And I actually do mostly bullet points in my clothing listing, but that's easy to fix.
Cool. And also, when you have damage, as this one, small hole inside seam near hem. Okay. You got so close to the damage, I haven't a clue where this is on the shirt.
Where? Okay.
So what you want to do is you can do the close up, but back up and then use take your picture on your computer, add a little circle and an arrow so people know exactly where the damage is. Back up enough so they understand where on the shirt it is.
Okay.
Okay. And we've talked about this every store review. I highly recommend switching to 60-day returns. I will say this is a rare example. This guy asked for the return over 30 days ago, and I just got it back. I think it's a little weird right now with people not wanting to mail stuff with the virus, but normally until this mistake, from 30 to 60 days, I've never got a return request.
Okay.
And so, again, it'll be a thing that'll help you out because, again, let's say 6 people have the shirt and, I do see a finger. Is that finger pointing at it or what's going on here? I didn't notice the finger before.
That would be all me. And usually I cut my hands out of the picture when I crop. Must have been one too many of those good Mai Tais or something.
Yeah, Kevin, they don't want any little extra punctuation, no bullet points, no dashes, no numbers. So just write it as if they're bullet points without the actual points.
Got it.
And that's one of those things that came right from their mouth. And so they're not going to explain any deeper why. But when they say, here's what we want to be able to more accurately put your stuff in a Google search, you just listen and do it. There is no fighting Google.
Yeah, not going to argue with them.
And Joe, I didn't even notice this. Yes. you guys ship internationally, so you definitely want to have inches and centimeters because we're the only fools that use inches. So anytime you make a customer have to pause and go look up something so they can understand the shirt works for them, you've lost them.
Okay.
So if you have most tape measures, not all, but most have inches on top, centimeters on bottom. If you don't, buy one because it makes it super easy. 18 inches, 47 centimeters, real quick.
We got them right here in front of us on the desk. Yep. So
I actually went ahead and purchased some tape stickers. So the measuring tape is stuck to our desks in front of us. So all we have to do is measure it right there.
Yep.
And it has inches and centimeters. It goes to about 36 inches.
All right, cool. All right. So you have a lot of CDs, but the one that caught my eye was one with a big boob on it. So I thought I'd start with that one. So this is a unique way to take a CD picture. I didn't know how I felt about it at first. And I kind of like it, but I would tighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
The one moment I can't find a CD real quick. That never happens in this house. So what I would do is I would tighten it up a little bit like this, oops. So you don't have so much empty space here and there. You don't have to see the full round disc in the first picture. You don't have to see the whole cover, majority of it, because in your next pictures, you're going to have everything else. But I think it's a very unique way. It's not something I'll copy, but that could be your look. And so if no one else is doing that and 10 people have this Berlin CD, you're going to stand out because you're different than everybody else.
Yeah, there is a lot of white space there.
Yeah. Okay. So who did this listing?
I did it.
All right. I have been selling CDs for 20 years and 2 weeks. Exactly. I have sold a few 100,000. I have never taken the picture of the back of one CD.
Oh, okay.
So that picture doesn't come out. You can't see anything anyway. And you got 2 with your finger again. Stop taking the back of the CD.
All right.
It's impossible. If there was things to see, it's really impossible to take the picture of a round mirror. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've been asked to see the back maybe 4 times in 300,000 sales. So yeah, don't waste your time. I'll save you some time.
That'll make it. Yeah, I'll say that'll make it faster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. So up here you wrote Berlin live, sacred and profane by Berlin. Okay, that is way redundant. You never need the band twice because and other things you don't need. Okay. Sometimes the year is good in the title if there's multiple versions. Here's a prime example. And sometimes the record label if you don't have anything else to put. Now, Berlin has had some big hits. This is a more modern live version. So what I would do is obviously I get rid of by Berlin because you've already got Berlin. And I would actually remove at least the record label and put in 2 or 3 of the hit songs because a lot of people aren't musical nerds like me. They're like, oh my God, I love that one Berlin song, Take My Breath Away. And so they'll probably search for that. So if you've got that in your title, you'll come up and be like, oh, there it is. Easy peasy. I have not typed. So I used to do this. I used to type out all the tracks. I haven't typed a track in 5 years. My eBay CD listings are so minimalist. I have like 7 words and I move on.
Okay.
Because between the item specifics and the title, I get all the important info to them. And there's a picture of the back. If you really want to look at the track listings, then go look at it.
Oh, you just take a picture of them too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I will have whatever my opening photo is and then square it up. And then the top of the CD and then the back. I mean, you guys are going really deep. You're doing inside the booklet. I have 4 pictures of each CD and that's it. Now, if you want to take more pictures, that's cool. I'm just telling you, we're always trying to find ways to list faster. So if I can cut out some things that everyone's doing that are either redundant or just not needed, 3 seconds here, 5 seconds there, 10 seconds there on everything will really add up by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I was going for the more pictures. If I've got more pictures than the other guy, then, my listing might get up there higher.
If you're selling this with a lot of angles, absolutely. But someone looking for Berlin Live Sacred, they're not really paying attention to the pictures. They're coming for this CD.
Okay.
I went looking for a CD the other day. I know what CD I needed. I just went looking for it. I didn't really care about the pictures other than to see that because theirs was new. I didn't want to see that it was new. So once I saw it was new, I was done looking.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase. All right. Okay. So here's another one where you did free economy shipping. And so let's look at your economy shipping. Come on. Media mail. I do all my CDs first class. They're only about $1 more, but you should always have, especially on items that are small and handheld, multiple options. So if you are going to do free media mail, then add an option for first class for $4.99 and then priority for $7.99. That way, if someone's in a hurry, and I've had 3, okay, we're not going nowhere. I've had 3 people in a hurry this week. They needed CDs today. So I had to ship them 2-day air. I'm like, man, what are you doing that you need these 3 CDs? It was 3 separate customers. I'm like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Because it was on Amazon, and I can get UPS 2-day air cheaper than Priority Mail Express. And so Stacy has to run them up for me. And I go, hello, it's UPS again. She's like, what's going on? I don't know. People need music fast.
Yeah.
So especially on things that are easy and small. The table trays, you're not going to have a lot of options. CDs, tiki mugs. Well, tiki mugs are always going to be on the heavier side. But anything under £1, always give them the option of Priority Mail if nothing else.
All right.
When they're in a pinch and they need a dance party. Okay, who did this one?
Me. I did most of the clothes. I love that shirt. I love it.
You love it so much, you didn't even realize how you spelled the title of the brand. It ends in I, not E.
Not E.
Ha! All right, got it.
I gotta say, when I have someone working for me, this is my biggest pet peeve. You have the word spelled correctly right in front of you.
Right in front of you.
Now, Avanti is not the greatest shirt. People aren't really looking for them. So, like, I would definitely lead with Tori Richards. I would definitely lead with Ray Spooner. I would lead with Hilo Hattie. And you don't really need to lead with Avanti. Just put it towards the end of the title. But what is on this shirt? What is that right there?
Did I not do that?
You mean Tiki Mug? No, you didn't do that. For sure, you want to put Tiki Mug. You got Tiki Bar, but you want to catch the eyes of maybe someone shopping for a Tiki Mug, and then they go, oh my God, that shirt's awesome.
Got it.
Now, I wouldn't put Tiki Mug in if it doesn't have a Tiki Mug, but this one clearly has a Tiki Mug. So for sure, people look for, because every night, I look up Tiki Mugs. What just got listed and what got sold. If I was a size large, I would see your shirt in my search because all I'm searching is Tiki Mug, and I wouldn't be mad, and I might go, I like that shirt. Okay.
If you don't see it tonight in your search, let us know.
Then I probably won't be looking because I haven't finished my class for noon tomorrow, so I got some work to do tonight. But yeah, so I obviously make sure you spell the brand correctly, and when it's a lesser brand, don't lead with it. This one's like I call this a middle brand. You can still put in your title, put it towards the end. When you get to the lower brands where you bought it just because of what's on the shirt, there's brands called like Scorpio. No one is looking for a Scorpio, but they will buy a shirt with a slot machine on it because they're going to Vegas. Okay. So with those, that doesn't even make it in the title at all because no one's searching for that brand ever.
Okay.
Okay. So we probably put, oh no, we got cocktail. Would we put drinks in there as well?
Yeah, you could. You could. No, I didn't refund him all his shipping. He just messaged me to say, why didn't I refund all his shipping? We're going to have a little chat later, Mr. You ordered the wrong thing. Also, are you using camera or phone?
Phone.
Does your phone have a square setting?
Yes, but we've been taking our pictures right in the app.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because that's a huge no-no. When you take pictures in the app, even though here's what's weird. Even though it's the same camera, it's lesser quality.
Okay.
So, for instance, when we FaceTime on an iPhone to iPhone, it's the same camera. The quality is really good. If you and I Facebook Messenger video chatted iPhone to iPhone, it'll be lesser quality because an app is using the phone instead of the phone using the camera. The app is using the camera instead of the phone. And so it takes it down a notch in quality. And of course, you're not shooting square because you're leaving all this empty space over here.
So not to do a funny on purpose, but it's kind of like the game where you play telephone. It kind of loses something every time it goes down to the next person. Yep. So, okay.
And that's not just phone to eBay. That's everything that uses your camera or your mic. If it's not directly from a phone itself, there's always been a little bit of a degree of lessness to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lessness is a word. Oh, and also, I'm going to save you some more time. You have way too many measurements on a short sleeve button down shirt. You need 2, chest and length. And that's it.
Okay.
I've never had anyone ask for the short sleeve length ever. Nor the shoulder. Now, you're doing a suit? Absolutely. I got a Ralph Lauren jacket listed that someone wanted. It was a jean jacket, wants to know shoulder to shoulder, but that's the only person who's asked me about a jean jacket shoulder to shoulder forever. I get it. I'm a special size. Most of my height's in my torso, so I understand. But you don't need to do so many measurements. Suits, dress shirts, dresses, sure. T-shirts, men's short sleeve button downs, chest and length, and you're on to the next.
Okay.
All right.
Centimeters also. Got it.
All right. So every once in a blue moon, there's an object that really calls for a live human model. So Rhonda, I would like to see this with you and them by tomorrow.
You did notice the size, right?
Yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I just thought it'd be funny. Now, seriously, on a serious note, if you have a friend that lives nearby, and I know nearby right now is we're not having extra people over, but normal times, if you happen to have a friend that would fit in these and didn't mind being a live model, this is that rare product where, look, a t-shirt, we all know how it looks and it fits, button down short sleeve shirt, chaps, we get how they fit, but if you happen to have someone who is a small, maybe has a cute butt and doesn't mind being in a picture, it would definitely sell it better than it just being by itself. There's nothing wrong with this picture, but if you happen to have that friend, use them.
And darn it, it's the wrong size even for me. So
you actually might just have that friend.
All right. Again, economy shipping, because how would you ship these? They'd end up being
priority.
Exactly. So
yeah,
I need to get rid of your business, your shipping thingamajiggy, so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, our business policies, we need to get rid of them.
Yeah. I probably would be shipping that a region A.
Yeah, see, and you're going to ship priority, so you might as well do yourself the hand up and be at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's some good feedback.
Okay.
All right. Do you have a female mannequin?
No, right now we just have the one that goes down to the hips or thighs, and then it's on a stand, so it's more like a dress mannequin.
Okay. Because if you did have the female, I would definitely tell you to put the cross shoulder on it and throw it on the shoulder and take a picture on the mannequin. And then now I have lucked out because I have both male and female with articulated arms. So I would also put the wristlet on and put it on the wrist and hang it there because it kind of shows it in use. Now, if you don't have the mannequin, you can't do that. But if you do, any crossbody bag, backpack, purse, put it on that mannequin and show it kind of in use. And great question. Do you measure the length from the front of the back? Always the back. But good question. Good question. Okay. Kind of what we talked about before. You have Death Row twice in this title. That's a big old waste of space. So okay. Christmas on Death Row, we've got it covered. All right. So then I would do Snoop Dogg, D-O-G-G. Fill out the whole name because if someone if someone searches Snoop Dogg, yours won't show up because you don't have the dog part. And the other big artist on here is Nate Dogg, and Nate Dogg has since passed on. So I would get Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg in your title too. Now, I am going to ask you, what made you pick, of all the artists on here, what made you pick the BGOTI guy?
I think because it was just a Christmas cassette, and it was weird.
All right, so the three.
I thought we paid more than a quarter for it, maybe 50 cents. So
the three big names, Snoop being the most, actually 4 names. Nate Dogg is second. Michelle A, number 4 is 3rd, and then Danny Boy is 4th. That's kind of the order of how important they are. So the more you can fit in the title, the better off you'll be. And for sure, I don't want to see any pictures of cracked cases. Everyone needs to buy some fresh cases.
Okay.
Now, you guys are lucky when we get back to life in normal because you have a meetup. So the more cases you can buy from whoever, the better of a deal you'll get. So because you guys have a meetup, this is what my mom does, order 1,000 and split it between you guys. That way you're going to get the price break, but you don't have to have 1,000 cassette cases in your house. Maybe you got 150. And if you're diving into cassettes, 150 will go quick. I just realized I'm down to about 40. I'm like, well, I got to order some cases.
Yeah, but believe me, we didn't pick it up because we recognized any artists on it other than Snoop Dogg would probably be about the only one that we'd go, oh, we recognize him. But
yeah,
no.
so it's a good cassette to put up, and so just a little fine tuning, it'll be all good.
Yep.
Okay. YouTube is cracking down. If you're going to swear on your shows, they're going to lessen your reach and your advertising. So I will say this is a freaking awesome photo.
Oh.
2 weeks ago, I was said a better word, but I'll keep my bad words to myself so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. That's
definitely Roy's niche, Roy's fun.
I don't know if I would have thought to take it this way, exactly the way you did. I don't know that I've ever sold any lenses, but I love it. It's such a great shot. I love the fact that the cover's in the back out of focus, because that's artistic out of focus, not just out of focus. Mm-hmm. So that's an awesome shot. I have nothing else to say, but well done.
Thank you. That's how I do all my lenses.
With you. Okay, so when you buy, this was such a perfect setup too. When you buy a tiki mug, it comes in the plain brown box that they all come in from Monk Tiki or Tiki Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely show it if you're selling it with the box, but you don't need to lead with it. However, on this one, I would definitely have the mug and the box because the box is fun. Okay? Because you have a fun box that kind of adds to this mug, because someone might even display this as part of their Christmas tiki display. So you want to show it for sure in the opening shot. This box, you don't need to show in the opening shot. Not at all. But this one, put the mug either on it or right behind, and put the mug right on it or in front of it. And you don't have to see the whole box. You could even be a little off center kind of thing. And this might be a little too nitpicky, but just because you don't ever want to set up yourself for an unhappy customer, this isn't a swizzle. it's a pick. This kind of thing you put the cherries on.
Okay.
Swizzle. This is a swizzle.
All right. Well, we learned something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're a tiki drinker when, without even having to look and think, you pick a swizzle up off your desk. You're like, this is a swizzle. I didn't plan that. I was just like, oh, this is a swizzle. Just laying on my desk. But I like the picture. I like the green. I like the brown, the bamboo-ish looking. Great picture, by the way. What else? Okay. This one is made me a little angry, and not at you guys, actually. Cool shirt. Now, what I would do on your end is, here are the words that are a waste in your title. So I only use the word size when it's a number measurement, like shoes, like women's jeans sometimes. But if it's a man's shirt medium, just write out medium. You don't have to put the word size in. And you have so many keywords on here: Jacksonville, Key West, Daytona Beach. To not use those and to use blue microfiber fabric is just no. Get rid of that. That'll all be down in your item specifics. So you want more buzzwords: Daytona Beach, Key West, that kind of stuff. Now, okay, class, I am very angry with this shirt. Tell me what's the matter with this shirt. Did you guys even notice it? This shirt actually makes me angry. I'm actually very angry right now because I'm like, why would they do this? So let's see who can figure it out. Why is Jay angry?
Where are the keys?
They're down there. They're just dark.
Okay.
They're right down at the bottom. All right. We got 18 live. Stace, Mom, what's wrong with this shirt? There's something very, very wrong with this shirt. That the second I saw it, I went, what the F? Nothing. You guys got nothing, huh?
We got nothing.
All right. We'll see if the chat comes up with. Yes. Thank you, Joe. Where the hell's the rest of the state? How do you have a shirt with a state on it and you don't even show the whole state? Because in case y'all don't know, that's what Florida looks like. They're missing the whole panhandle.
I was kind of missing the other. Yeah.
What in the hell? I mean, that's just irresponsible shirt making. Is all I can tell you.
They just wanted to cut down on the embroidery. That's all.
But still, the second I saw it, I thought this is weird. Florida isn't shaped like that. But
might have to take it out to see if maybe in the way that I took the picture, I could have angled the shirt just slightly more and gotten more of the panhandle.
No, it's not there. It's gone.
It's not even there. Yeah, it's not even there.
There's another like 4 inches of the panhandle that's not even there.
They saved a lot of thread not printing that, not embroidering that panhandle.
No kidding. That's crazy to me. Here's your shirt in Nevada. Where's Reno? Oh, we just cut that part off. What?
We didn't need that part.
And Roy and Rhonda fail at geography. Perfect.
No, I'm telling you, not everybody would catch it, but right away, I'm like, well, where's the rest of the state?
Okay.
Well,
we live about as far from that state and still be in the Kona as you can get. So.
All right. Another thing that Google has said is they don't like when you lead. They really don't like acronyms at all. They especially don't like when you lead with them.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely an old listing.
Okay.
We'll take that.
Oh, and also being its old listing, when you're doing jeans that are waist and inseam, you don't need that W and that L. Save that space for something else.
Okay.
And you can do 30x30 like all together because it'll search that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I would do is I'd make it the small X. It reads a little cleaner that way.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that was it on that. Okay, this blew my absolute mind. I'm like, okay, $250. What drugs are Roy and Rhonda doing? And then I did a little research. All right, well, this one sold for $110, and the rest of the used ones are all over the place in terms of price, but mainly up in the $80-90 with the one brand new at $110. So $250 might be a little bit on the stretch, although I'm always aim for the sky, you know.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. But also, you have way too much punctuation in your title. That screws up Google searches. So let's look at all the punctuation: J period, P period, patches, semicolon, volume period, and then a bunch of commas. Yeah, you got to get rid of all that stuff. Plus, also that'll leave you room for more stuff, because what keyword are they missing from this title?
Clown.
You got it. And if you can squeeze creepy clown, absolutely, because people will search for creepy clown things.
So it just so happens.
I did that one.
It just so happens that a few months ago, I happened upon a new in the box bobblehead that is not specifically JP Patches, but one of his cohorts.
Co-clowns?
Yeah. Co-clown. So we're going to be redoing this to go ahead and add the bobblehead in so that you can do it as a set.
Yeah, so get rid of all that extra punctuation. Really, the only time you want to do punctuation is if you're writing the word can't or don't or won't. You know, if it's in the title of a book or an album, you don't want to not spell that correctly. But even JP, just put the J and the P together. Because also that'll leave you space. Once you cut all those out, cloud will fit in like that, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I remember right, when I listed that, there were none of these CD or DVDs available at all. So,
but yeah, now,
I was shooting for the moon.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, we got 2 more, and we'll call it a day. I never thought of taking a photo like this. Who took this one?
I did.
All right.
It was funny. You went to point at her, and then you said I did. I thoroughly on this one. I like it because it is a golf sandal. So I liked how you got the majority of the sandal of the first one, and then the bottom, because it's very specific when you're golfing. Is your tread deep or light? I would have moved it over a smidge and then put something behind it to stand it up a little bit more. But I absolutely love this photo. I'm stealing this, and I'm doing this with my next set of sandals and stuff. Especially even if you have a shoe that has something fun on the bottom. If you've got, like, I used to sell, back when we did Thrift Hunters, I found some Mamma Mia flip flops from the musical, the Broadway musical, and they said Mamma Mia. So if you walk on the beach, you left Mamma Mia on the beach. So for sure, I would have flipped it up at the bottom of the opening photo. I absolutely love that. Oh, are none of these best offers? Oh, some are. So the patches wasn't, the FootJoy isn't. So someone said to use best offer.
Yeah, we'll have to go. We'll have to go fix those up.
Now, here's the one thing I would say: these are used. That's fine. I would have definitely taken a nice damp cloth and cleaned them up a little bit. I'm not a big one for cleaning, but this one kind of looks like. Yeah, I know I'm buying used shoes, but I don't want to be reminded of it that much. That kind of thing. Because the damn cloth will clean this up real quick and nice and pretty. But I am absolutely stealing your picture idea. I love it. All right. I forewarned Roy and Rhonda. The last one's a doozy. So let me take a big old sip.
I can only imagine.
All right. You ready?
Like I said, Jason, do I at least have pants on?
Yeah. You ready? Let's see how many different ways we've spelled the word Laserdisc in our listings. Well, I found 3 so far.
Someone is spelling challenged.
So Laserdisc with a C, Laserdisc with a K, and Laserdisc with a K, 2 words. Like, if you're going to be wrong, that's fine, but be wrong consistent.
Be consistently wrong.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with consistently wrong. 3 different spellings in your listings. I'm like, yeah. So
can you tell that's not what I enjoy listing?
Yeah,
like
I was so hoping for a 4th for whatever reason. Like laser with a Z. Come on.
Come on, one of them's got to be right.
You know, it's funny. I don't even know anymore what the proper. All right, so they're saying Laserdisc with a C. Okay. One word, capital D. So when in doubt, Google it out. You know. But you made me laugh. They definitely made me laugh when I was like, all righty.
That could be why some of those haven't sold.
Now, here's what I would say. So let's actually try this. I hadn't thought of this angle, but let's try this. I can't even start it right. Okay, so there's 89,308 with a K. 89,325 with a C. I think eBay's grabbing them either way. I highly recommend spelling it correctly in your title. However, in your item specifics, I'd probably drop in one of the misspellings because look, you didn't even notice you were doing it. So I got to imagine plenty of customers do the same thing. When Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, you could spell Earnhardt 72 different ways and something would come up because no one was paying attention. And so what I was doing back then, I had a couple things. Of course, I spelled it correctly in the title, but I also added 2 of the most common misspellings at the end of the title. We didn't have item specifics back then because I'm like, all right, I'm going to catch as many eyes as possible. So it was a good lesson that I'm glad you did that because if other people are thinking that, then let's make sure we catch everybody.
Yeah. Can you tell we're getting to the bottom of our profit pile from not being able to source through this thing? Like, all right, I guess I'll get them up.
But overall, like I said, your pictures look good. Your mix of products was really good. Let me go back over here, visit your store. Just casually, lounging through your store, it was all very good, up close pictures, looking real nice. Like I said, I'd start using the square and do it from your camera first. But yeah, just looks good. I like all the photos.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, there was some good info, things that we wouldn't have thought of.
All right, so no one remind anybody else, but I'll still share. All right, so I didn't share this last night in Thrifty Business because it just got mailed. Haven't got feedback yet, and this is one of those that I kind of want to wait until it's all said and done until I share with the world. But I will share with you guys tonight. I just sold, I think, yeah, my best t-shirt ever. It has holes. It has stains. And it sold for $500.
Oh.
So once I get the feedback, I will make this a big old lesson. But I bought it at a store that curates and knows what they have. Not all the time, obviously. I had to have a lot of conversations with a lot of people who wanted to spend less and hold my ground for the price I knew it would sell for. I had to put it on and take it off of multiple marketplaces to get proper eyes on it. But once I did, and this customer, it was the rare time I did some research. I got the offer. As you can see, I listed it at $699.99. He offered me $500, which is what it's worth. And I actually looked at his feedback. He has been on eBay since 2000. He has like 279 feedbacks. He's left 400 feedbacks for sellers, and they were all good except for one guy. And so, okay, 20 years on the platform, all these feedbacks, and which is a small number compared to a lot of us, but still, I'm like, all right. And then we actually had a conversation. He goes, you got any more Nirvana stuff? And I said, or rock shirts. So I told him what I had. And then I said, I don't have anything else that you want right now. What are you looking for the future? And so we had this convo. I really feel good about it. But until I get that feedback. And here's how good I felt. I said, look, I didn't have in the listing. I would like to do signature required because it is $500. However, here's how signature required is working right now. They're going to knock. They're going to leave the package. They're going to back up. When you answer the door, they're going to ask your name, and that'll be enough for a signature required. He goes, yeah, that's fine. Where am I going? That's what he said to me. So, I feel very good that this was a very legit sale. No problem. But
doesn't eBay have a limit that says if it's over a certain amount, they do signature required automatically?
It's $750. It used to be $500. Okay. $750 nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah. But there you go. You can sell t-shirts with holes. You can see the holes. Look at them. They're right there.
Nice sale.
Holes and stains. And I did some research into the shirt. I would assume most people know this is a ripoff of the John Lennon Yoko Ono cover of the album Two Virgins. And this actually is John and Yoko. However, Nirvana was on Sub Pop, the label. They hated the two guys that owned it. And so that's the two guys' face superimposed over John Lennon and Yoko Ono. So this was a shirt to say, screw you, we don't like working for you.
So is this a bootleg shirt then, or?
Kind of, not really. So Nirvana, the band, put it out. The label didn't put it out. And then the label had so much fun with it, they put out a second version with Sub Pop on the back. Now, I don't know what the plus and minus meant on the back. This was the first version. The second version has the exact same shirt, but it does say Sub Pop underneath. So apparently Sub Pop got their cut and they got the last laugh. However, I got the last laugh because I sold it for $500.
No, yeah, I'm sure that's about 100 times, 200 times what it sold for originally.
Oh yeah, I mean, what could it have been in 1990? $15, $13.
Yeah.
$15, $20.
Wow.
So there you go. There's my big sale of the week. That stuff is all out there to be found when we can source. You just got to get outside your norms sometime and go to other places. And that's it.
Yeah, we've been digging into our profit pile, and we've been able to test several of the Wii systems and get them up, and we've got one left.
So
nice.
It's selling. Yeah. The stuff that normally doesn't sell is selling good.
Wee-hoo. All right, everybody. That is store review number 11. Roy and Rhonda. Let me get it back up. No, that's not what I want. Oh, actually, that's what I could have done that. And this. Ta-da! So we'll be back next Friday with number 12, because what else do we got to do? Nothing.
There you
go. We'll all be home. So if you haven't signed up, I am doing the stay home, make money class tomorrow. It is the same one I did the fall. However, I haven't enhanced it and added some new stuff, changed some stuff. So thriftingclass.com. You got nothing else to do tomorrow. Come hang out with us at 3 o'clock East Coast, noon on the West Coast.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
That's it. Thank you very much. I got to go finish my presentation. Bye.
Right. Bye.
Have a good evening and cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.